With his wild hair and powered-up chainsaw, the right-winger Javier Milei, aka the new president of Argentina, has upended the country's politics. "Long live freedom, damn it," was his cry throughout his campaign, in which he railed against the so-called corrupt political class. And his choice of weapon were TikTok and YouTube, where he fired up the youth. So who is Javier Milei? Let's find out. In a historic shift, Javier Milei has emerged victorious in Argentina's presidential election with the widest margin of victory since the country's return to democracy in 1983. He won with 55.7% votes in the runoff. The 53-year-old economist with a rockstar persona also is called El Loco, aka the Madman. He played in a Rolling Stones cover band in his youth and was also a keen footballer. He is unmarried and is known for his love of dogs and owns 4 large mastiffs named after liberal economists. He has recently been dating actress and comedian Fatima Flores. Prior to entering politics, he made a name for himself as an economist, authoring several influential books on economics and politics. He also worked as a university professor, imparting knowledge in macroeconomics, economic growth, microeconomics, and mathematics. However, he found fame as a television personality who pontificated on sex and economics alike. While described alternately as far-right or anti-establishment, his political views are hard to pin down. He describes himself as an anarcho-capitalist who is above all for freedom. He is often compared to former United States President Donald Trump too. Argentina has long been trapped in recurring cycles of deep and destructive economic contractions, brought on by decades of economic mismanagement and corruption. It currently faces nearly 150% inflation, plummeting Argentinian peso, rising poverty, and near-empty government coffers. And this voting is also being considered as a protest vote. His coalition have seen a dramatic rise in support, especially among the young, as people perceived him as the change that Argentina needs. Analysts say his aggressive style and his promise to do away with the political caste, which he blames for the country's ills, appeal to voters who were fed up with Argentina's established parties. He also announced that changes he would bring in would be drastic and immediate. All in all, his creeds resonated widely with Argentines, angered by their struggle to make ends meet. His electoral promises entail what experts refer to as economic shock therapy. He has pushed for abolishing the central bank, slashing government spending, and most notably, ditching the peso to dollarize Argentina's economy. In a country where constant currency depreciation has made it nearly impossible to plan day-to-day economic activities, this proposal promises to provide stability in the short term, despite foregoing autonomy in deciding monetary policy. He has also proposed cutting welfare payments and slashing bureaucracy by closing the ministries of culture, women, health, and education, among others. On social issues, he wants to loosen gun laws, abolish abortion, which was legalized in Argentina in 2020, and allow the sale and purchase of human organs. He has also been highly critical of Pope Francis, who hails from Argentina. Most experts are stumped as to what he will actually do next, saying most of his proposals are unlikely, given his lack of power on Congress even with his allies. However, he is now the president-elect, and Mr. Javier Milei will be sworn in on 10th of December for a 4-year term. Hope you found this video informative, and for more such content, keep watching Money Control.